This is for anyone who's ever been in love. Been there. Still thinks it's possible. Is still hoping. Is still wishing. Is still saved up $1.50 to go out to the coffee shop and hope some guy will walk into a hole like this boing and look at it and say, wow, what's going on here? So, this is for love. I am 21 again. Handsome. Wanting to be dead at 17. 24 years removed from you, and my DNA matches hopelessness. You're in college with a charm and beauty that had no equal. Everything you have, you lose. What was taken from you, only you know. Where was I? If only she would put red lipstick on again, become that Girl Scout with wild ideas that the world chose to ignore, who strayed from the campfire into a world filled with cobblestone stories, then waited for a night without stars, barely understanding the language of seduction, and listened for the voices of desperate men, waited for African queens to become rulers of men, shadowboxing with womanhood. She waited till the details of history placed the crown on her head, and the gods take what they want. What's left are 3-act plays, lost loves, the random stones of deja vu. Each new face, playground promises from remarkable men came and went, and yet she waited. Each breath full of landmarks that the heart erased at will. And finally, it was for me that she put on a black dress, white pearls. What was missing? We wanted to know. We wanted more than wooden shoes, a republic to die for. We wanted a slow voyage to uncharted joys. We wanted each other. Was that something worth coming for? What does the audience want? How long do I have to go on? Am I doing all right? What's that? A camera?
Yeah, you're going to be
You know what I should
preserved for posterity.
I should read something that I don't read in poetry readings. Because we're funny creature poets. We write a whole book and then there's only like 2 poems we feel we can read because they're good enough. You know, all of us go through your look. Man, can I write better or something? Wow. Nothing in here to read? Wow. Poems come a lot from just listening to people. Your friends or whatever talking about what they did. High school days or this or that, or being in a department store, random conversations anywhere, supermarkets, comes the poem, bam, right at you. And this is about something my friend said he did. And so I just turned it into a poem. Beyond woods and time. Real, not imaginary. There were more trees than anyone could count. Too young to be smoking pot, we passed a joint around at the Metro Park. When there was nothing to grab hold of, we pulled a crawdaddy from under a rock and used its little claw as a roach clip. Not far away, a long avenue of ants, reckless and remarkable, who even in their dreams never do anything in slow motion, attacked the timid residents of a large fallen tree. Decades later, I go back into the woods to celebrate summer, telling all living things that I am a friend, that I believe in the music of 1968, that I want to find the mistress of foolishness, to uncover what destroyed me. More of poems I never read because I don't think they're good enough. So, I'm just going to throw my not so good stuff.
That was a
oh
good
boy.
poem, man.
This one's called San Antonio. This one I haven't read. It's a new one. And it's called Bad Times. I was in San Antonio. I was at a party, and I was single. This is after my wife left. I was there because my brother was stationed at Fort Hood for many, many years. And this girl was close to my age, was single, and like you hit it off and you're laughing and you're going, wow, this is going good. I mean, she's getting into this, I can do no wrong. And then they say, well, tomorrow, why don't you, come over, this is like 8:07, whatever, no turning back, Elm Street, come on. What could possibly happen? And so I did, but I didn't have transportation, and I didn't want to bother the people I was with. So I figured I'd walk over there. I started walking, and if you know anything about Texas, and it was getting a little cooler. 15 minutes into the walk, because it was probably a good 40-minute walk to this place, the most incredible, outrageous, violent storm of rain came out of nowhere. And here I am on this dinky little dirt road going, I don't know where it is, the address somewhere now, I got the address. And out of nowhere is coming golf ball the size of cats and dogs and softballs and everything else, and the rain is so big and heavy, just about ready to sweep me away, and people are pulling off the roads because they can't see, but the wiper's going 100 miles a minute. And so I'm just putting my coat on, so I'm just marching. I said, it'll be worth it. I just, some fool. So, and I think, why me? Why am I going through this? Is this really worth it? Oh, man. So I get there, and I think, boy, you're cold. You may catch pneumonia. You may die. You may never get back to Cleveland. So I come up, and I knock. Nothing. So I waved. I'm a gentleman. Well, could be reasons. So maybe 4 minutes later, I knock again. I know somebody's there. Nothing. So I knock again. So finally, I think after the 5th time, the door opens just a little, this much. Pretty good. She peeks out and says, oh, I'm not feeling well. Maybe you should come back tomorrow.
Oh.
Why are you laughing?
At least you got a
Is it
poem
because
out of
it's
it.
funny or a true story or I deserve it? Come on.
It reminds me of something.
Okay. See, we've all been through this maybe once and survived. So, this kind of reminded me of that thing. It's called San Antonio, a small one. I'm glad you could come. How am I doing?
Great.
From being a little upstart here. Little San Antonio. This Vietnam veteran is out in the city streets tonight, looking for a flag to salute. I am trying hard to be humble. I need to light a candle for someone to tell me how the desert flower manages to bloom from just one tear. I am dreaming, waiting outside in a cold paperback Texas rain. This time, you answered the door to let me in. What is it about love? This drifting star that the two of us walked away from, the bodies never found, yet the heart remains ancient, full of wonders that we keep trying to murder. Should write more about all that bad stuff that happened to me. Huh? Let me switch gears here. Oh, and for some reason, this is not such a, I don't think, a great poem, but it's true because someone called me when I was out in Arizona about, she met this strange friend. Well, he's not a friend, she met this stranger. And he relayed his true story. He had come from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And when he was there, they found the Christmas tree for the White House there. Because the other ones had all those unfortunate accidents. You know, something fell and the tree split, and then they found another one and something else happened. So finally they located a nice one in Jackson Hole. So he said, yeah, I'm there, and they got it. And he says, they almost shut the town down. There were more secret agents. He says, you couldn't get near that tree. Or anyway, they blocked off the roads. The shops were closed. People were, they're just about, ready to point bayonets at the people and say, don't even look at this as it comes to war. So I thought, And this is conjunction with the other person. I changed the name, which was a ranger guarding it, which was a Native American Indian, part of the Ranger Forest Service. This is called Sacred Lakes. By the campfire, White Fox tells me about the spirit of the trees, how they guide us, help in our spiritual journey. The streets of Jackson Hole, Wyoming are barricaded. Federal agents, along with Forest Service rangers, guard the White House's Christmas tree. The driver gets out, tightens the straps. An acorn falls off, rolls to the side of the road within arm's reach. How is it that fire, sky dissolve into laughter? Vivid the images from March of the Wooden Soldiers. At the AA meeting, I confess that my past loves are nothing but headless saints, that I worship my cruel life, yet fearful of being healed. I hand a pine cone to a stranger, and my soul is cleansed by the noise of a passing Santa Fe train. I want conversations to be like silent movies. So I'm back on the road to nowhere, searching no less than for the Pharaoh's daughter. It's a true story. You got that acorn. You reached out and got it. This fellow, the guy's tightening, everyone's looking, make sure it's tight for the long journey. It just fall off. It just kept going. All the way to the side of the curve, and all you got to do is just pick it up. You've got a part of the White House Christmas tree.